Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to be talking about left-handed people and abilities that we never could imagine that the human brain would be capable of. I ran into this gentleman's paperwork on information about left-handed people because I am, in fact, a left-handed person. And one day I was Googling it, and I thought it was fascinating. Because I've always felt like I could tell when someone was thinking something or someone was feeling something, but I could never really put my finger on it. And when I was growing up, I would get into an awful lot of trouble for using my left hand while I was at school. When I spoke to my mother said that it was some kind of thing that they did back when she was younger, and that she was in fact born writing, or not born, I guess, I don't know how to say that. She began writing with her left hand when she was young, basically. And they were told that they couldn't, that there's a whole bunch of stuff that went on when my own mother was a child, and she was born in 1940. So I guess that would have been in her growing into her left-handed abilities. And they convinced her it was not a good idea to write with her left hand, and began encouraging her to use her right hand. She has horrible handwriting now because that's not her typical hand for writing, and she was forced to do so. We have a great show for you guys today. I have a couple of guests. One of them's name is Dr. Spiro Julius, the gentleman that I told you about, that I read his paper. And in one of his he said, in one of his trial documents out of Johns Hopkins University, he says that people that write with their left hands are able to communicate psychically with others who can also use their left hands to write. The years of independent study by this psychoanalyst psychic analyst, Dr. Spiro Julius, says that the abilities of the lefties was mostly ignored or dismissed as crazy, but soon the world will see exactly what left-handed people are capable of. When I read that, I was like, wow. So many people in the world have been told not to use their left hands. Was it because the medical people didn't want people walking around reading other people's minds? Could they fathom that it was even a possibility that our brains were capable of these things? So I digged a little bit more, and the right side of the brain is what gives us intuitive thought, if you will, like the feeling that people say that they get when, or if their child's possibly in a car wreck. And the nonverbal communication. So, I don't know. I think it might be possible. So, we're going to talk to Dr. Julius today, and we're going to talk to another, one of his trial participants. So, without further ado, here we go. Like you could read someone's mind, or knew what someone was thinking, and not know how. Or maybe you've always been able to read people's minds. People who are left-handed should be careful how they think in public, especially around other people that are left-handed. Today, we are going to explore the truth about left-handed people, and can they really read people's minds? And if so, how do we know? With us today, we have Dr. Julius Spiro Julius. Funny, when I first read your paper, I thought you were a guy.
What's a family name?
Oh. So do I call you Spiro?
People call me Julie.
All right. So, Julie, when did you first realize that left-handed people could communicate with other people with only their minds?
In about 1950, there were many children that came in with their parents. They were concerned about their children's mental health. They said they were having they were hearing voices.
I understand that around this time, parents were being told that children could have mental problems if they began writing with their left hand.
Yes, that was information that was given to parents, but you have to understand it was a different time then.
So we also have here with us today a left-handed person. Her name is Gloria, writes left. As I understand it, she was a part of your trial that started in 1967. Is that correct?
Yes, she was, and she and a group of about 100 left-handed people and right-handed people spent about 5 years of their lives answering random questions to people who never even thought they were different, might appear strange.
Okay, well, let's introduce her now. Hello, Gloria Wrights Left. I'm glad you're here with me today. It's very nice to meet you.
Hello, it's nice to meet you too, and good to be here.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a psychic therapist at John Jay University.
You mean John Hopkinson University?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh. So when did you decide that this was the thing that you wanted to do with your life?
It was after I realized that I was capable of reading minds. I took a step back and realized I enjoyed what I did.
Huh. So Gloria, when did you realize you were different?
I guess I was about 6 or 7 when I started school. I could never focus on my teacher. I always thought other students were talking to me.
Were they?
No, not verbally. And when I would say something like stop talking to me, I would always get sent to the office or sent out looking like I was a troublemaker until my parents took me to speak with Dr. Julius.
Oh, doctor, how did you know she would be a good candidate?
Well, I asked basic questions, you see, and I'm left-handed too, and the question would be about what I was thinking.
I see. So if she could answer what you were thinking, she got in.
Yes, it really was that simple. The more extensive trials, we would start with a simple question.
Well, thank you, Dr. Julius and Gloria, for being here, and thank you for figuring out how to help these remarkable left-handed phenoms.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You better be careful what you're thinking in public, because you never know who could be listening. Have a great night, everybody.